What's up, YouTube? Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. It's been a long time I posted on YouTube. Yes, I know. This is for some particular reasons. Lately I've been very discouraged posting on YouTube. But today I had to just take the courage and say, let me talk to my people regardless. Let me give them an update on what's happening in the ride sharing space. What's in the sub for the ride sharing space. So in today's video, I want to quickly give a rundown on, how much is possible. I want to give a rundown on how much is possible to be made on the rideshare platform this festive period. We all know times and season have proven it that this is the time that a rideshare driver can make something reasonable. Yes, this is the time a rideshare driver can, make as much as 50k, 100k in a single day. That also depends on the platform you are driving on. So in today's video, I'll be, breaking down how much you can earn using my dashboard as an example. I'll also use a screenshot from other people's, platform, other drivers that we're willing to share their platform, and also post it here and talk about why there are some variance in these different apps. So guys, stay tuned with me today. Let's just go over this. Most of my videos are unscripted. It's just natural and just easy flowing from the head. So bear with me. If there's any ums and ends, please bear with me. Yeah, so guys, welcome, and again, compliment of the season. Congratulations, you've made it this far in the year 2023. We have just a few more days to get to 2024. So congratulations for making it this far. And a bigger congratulations if you do ride sharing and your car in this period has no problem. The AC is working. You can use your car to do ride sharing comfortably. I said also congratulations, because that's a plus. We all know that this is the season. Yes, so without wasting time, let's head into this video. How much is possible to make this period? Which app will make you the most money? And why I chose to drive with Uber. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, this is December. This is the festive period. Everybody's having a good time. Nigeria is full right now. People from almost every part of the world are in the country. People from the US. Just a few days ago, about 2 days ago, a friend of mine picked a guy from somewhere around Lekki Phase 1. And that's why it's very important to have a clean and good car. Who they manage small car like Civic, well, most of the time not they see this kind of deal. But if you have a car like that is big, like spacious, like Camry, that Big Daddy, I don't know, people love that car. Clients love that car a lot. Riders love that car. This guy has that car and he picked a rider from Lekki. And guy be like, I like your car. Your car is sound. The AC is good. The legs don't make noise. Most of the car entrances I came to Nigeria are very rickety. Like our own car. So the guy said, okay, I want to book you for the day. So he booked the guy. The guy took him to the mainland. He visited family. The guy chill with him, even buy him food. Make him happy during the stay with the ride. And at the end of the trip, this guy gave him $200. Hey, in a single day. Maybe the guy is a rich guy that is coming from the safe. Now money, the guy just go house, go sleep. He even took the next day off. So me as a frequent Uber user, I'll be sharing my dashboard in the process of this video. So for last week, this was exactly the sum I did for last week. That was because last week was the week that Christmas weekend was in. That particular week I was busy. We just came back from a wedding. I went for my younger sister's wedding in the village, so I wasn't having the strength to really drive. Then I had some other one or two things which so this was exactly what I did last week. As you can see, I didn't exactly do the full stretch of hours online, because I'm not gonna lie, the power, the energy not there again as the day before. That kind 2-3 years ago where I first start, 4 years ago where I first start, I fit day streets, complete my entire 12 hours. But now I'm taking it slow and easy. Once I do 6, 7, 8 hours maximum, I'm good. Where they pursue the money go? This is money that we make, setting our time for money. So to me, it's not exactly the most, it's not exactly a very cool way to make money. It's just, just to keep body and soul going and making up like a person not do anything. So I didn't exactly do the full stretch of hours online. So I was doing, sometimes I do 50, Some days I do 40, some days I do less. It all depends on if I went out too much that day. Some days I did like 6 7 hours, 8 hours. Some days I did just like maybe 3 hours, 2 hours, depending on the situation of things, you know. So that is it. That is what you can make if you drive on Uber platform. You know, I applied most of the logics. Avoid places that are congested. You know, do trips that will take you to a good part of town and all those kind of things. So for this week, currently, this is a week that we will have in New Year weekend. The weekend is coming soon. This weekend we should have our New Year celebration. So like yesterday, my car had issues, so I didn't walk so much yesterday. I had to go fix it. I had issues on Tuesday. You know, I had to leave the car where it was. It slept there. Then I went there this yesterday morning to fix it. So I didn't exactly do much yesterday. So I did about 20 something K or there about, or 30 something or there. I will confirm that figure. And Monday I did about 49K. Tuesday I did about 48K. I did about 9 hours online. I did about 8 or 6 hours on 7 hours online the next day. You know, just like that. So it depends on how much energy you have to spend on the road. That will determine how much you will make. You know, the average time the driver is expected to spend online is 12 hours. However, on other platforms like InDriver or Bolt, you can do a stretch. I've seen people doing 14 hours online, 16 hours online. You know, there was a time one guy in particular, Bolt had to message him that he needs to take a rest because it was online back to back to back. And please, I advise you against this. Do not do it. Do not say because you are making money, you now stay online. Monday, you do 14 hours or 16 hours. Tuesday, some people will barely have rest. There are a lot of accidents in town because of this marathon driving. People are just driving on the road. They stay on the road. They don't even go home. They sleep in their car. And no sleep that you sleep in your car is exactly sleep. It's never a comfortable sleep. Trust me. You still feel that brain fog. You still feel that that tiredness. You feel it if you are honest with yourself. You feel that I didn't exactly rest well. Unless you are ignoring the message your body is telling you. When you do not have good night's sleep, your body is going to definitely tell you that you need to take a chill. So that's what I made on Uber. A driver that did 12 hours, of course, will make more than this, maybe around 60, 70 or 80,000, depending on how it works. And I noticed something again before I move on to what both drivers are making. Uber platform has not been exactly encouraging because their surge does not come out like 247 this period. You have their surge coming out in some areas, like scattered like that, not exactly widespread. Then the only time it will be widespread is odd hours of the day, maybe from once it's 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Expect it to be super surge. You can get trips that we add like 5,000 naira on the trip price, because that's what Uber does now. Uber don't give you surge as per, okay, this is 1.5 surge or this is 2.0 surge. No, they'll give you what is being added to the trip, how much will be added to the trip. So I don't know why they adopted that pattern. I don't exactly like the pattern, but myself, I've been very selective. If you even notice my Uber dashboard, you see that most of my numbers are down. My cancellation is very high. My rejection rate is very high because this is the only time. Next January now is very dull. In fact, next January, I wish to even look for something else to do once it's second, third week of January, because this ride sharing may be in one place, you won't get a ride for so long, So I do cancel a lot of trips when I see those stupid trips, like some trips that will be adding just 200 naira. I wait, I cancel those trips, and I be patient till I get good trips. The only times I pick those trips is when I'm trying to make their bonus. Then I want to quickly do some knockabout and make their bonus. That's when I accept those trips. If not, I just stay put and wait till I get the big box trip. So that's how I roll on Uber. So let's move to Bolt. Why am I not driving for Bolt if Bolt is making this much money? Yes, both drivers are currently the highest paid drivers on the road right now, as it is right now. Both has been so smart in playing the game. They understood the market when they came to Nigeria, and obviously they've taken over the market because right now, obviously, they have the highest number of passengers and the highest number of riders, because surge on Bolt is crazy. I've seen a driver made 100,000 naira in a day, although that's including a fuel cost, although minus commission. But there's no way you would have spent more than, let's say, 25 to highest 30,000 and then kept like 70,000 or 80,000 to himself, which is not bad in a period like this. So both drivers are really making a lot of money, to be honest, to be sincere, because their surge is always from morning till night, and the cap of their surge, most of their surge is 2.4. And I know in December 31st, which is New Year Eve, they are going to have surge as high as 4.5. They're going to have surge as high as 4.5 surge. So be ready if you drive with Bolt. But for me, who have not been driving with Bolt, I had a very horrible experience with them when it comes to customer support. Their riders tried to beat me up, which I shared that video in the past. They tried to beat me up because I asked them, I was not comfortable with the way they acted in my car, and I asked them to leave the vehicle. They tried to beat me up, they tried to smash my phone. I reported to Bolt, and Bolt did nothing about it. They didn't even message me back when I told them and gave them the whole story. They didn't even message me back. That was very horrible customer support from them. Since then I was having dual mind. Then the straw that finally broke the back is the number of riders that scammed me on their platform, and when I report to them, they don't refund my money. It's not every time you want a rider, you want to confirm the payment of a rider. Different situations may arise. The rider may be in a hurry. Sometimes we will also be considerate. So most of the time when this thing happens and I let the rider go on both platform, and it ended up that the rider was a scammer. The rider never wanted to pay for that ride. When I report to Bolt, they never paid me back. So it's quite sad. So that's why I just bone the app and say, regardless if they like, let them make 1 million. Let me just stick with my Uber. Because anytime I have any problem, I report to Uber. The response is usually very swift. If it's terms of money, they refund me less than 10 minutes. I'm refunded, and so that's just it. That's why I ignored the Bolt app, regardless of how much money is possible to make on that platform. So that's it. So for InDriver is doing well. They are trying. At least I see that almost every app platform, their prices are like almost ×2 or ½ of what it used to be. So it's all good. It's all good. We just pray that God see us through to the next year, and we're going to enter the next year with peace, with happiness, with prosperity. Ride sharing is controlled by the metrics. We can't afford to be stuck in ride sharing for too long. So if you have been in the academic line before, you have an HND, OND, BSc, just try to further. You never know the opportunity that may arise from you just furthering your education. Different opportunity may arise. Just try to do it. Just, rugged. It's not easy. So regardless of how much you're making on ride sharing, just have it at the back of your mind that this is not exactly the best way to make money. It's just to, keep you going while you figure out yourself out. So if you have a skill, maybe you have a job you've learned how to do, this is the best time to make money so that you can buy the equipment you need to do that business and support ride sharing in 2024. Because we all know how it is. The complaint can be high, especially when your car has problem. Even the roads are not good. The roads just keep eating the vehicles up. So you need to have something to augment your ride sharing business, and you need to start positioning yourself in a place where you can, when an opportunity presents itself, you are prepared to grab it. So guys, that is it for what you can earn in December and this season. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. And of course, this my channel going forward is not just about ride sharing. It's going to be about a whole lot of other things like personal development and the likes. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing. For returning subscribers, thank you guys for being with me all this time. We are almost at 9,000. The channel we started just a few years ago with just 2 or 3 subscribers. Now we are growing. Thank you guys for your support, and of course encourage me on YouTube, because I won't lie to you guys, YouTube is not encouraging its creators. Maybe they are trying to do TikTok style, but TikTok style is a bit different from their own style, but they are trying to emulate what TikTok is doing by making your audience reward you. In TikTok they do it in forms of gifts and roses and all. Then while on YouTube there's a thanks button. If you see, there's a thanks button. So please encourage me, hit on that thanks button, show support. Let me not tire out on YouTube, because it's not easy. Data alone. In fact, because of the data cost, I have to be waking up in the midnight to post my videos. So guys, support your boy, support me to keep coming out with content, encourage me, and until next time, Peace and stay safe. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.